Hey y'all, it's your boy Crazy Keon, and we are back to tell you more reasons why we stay at KOA, specifically focusing on that wonderful KOA app. I'm going to tell you how to use it and get the biggest bang for your buck right here on Hanging with the Hazes. I am going to make a pretty dramatic statement, but y'all just hear me out for a second. About 10 years ago, I downloaded the KOA app expecting, another clunky booking tool for my phone. That's what I thought. What I found was a secret weapon, and I'm going to share that secret weapon with you. A tool so good, so easy, so powerful that it has completely changed how I camp. Not just book, how I camp. And I'm not kidding when I say this. It's so good, it has genuinely ruined every other campground app for me. Completely ruined it. The idea of going back to the old way feels impossible now, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Family, can I be straight with you? Let's be completely honest. Planning a campsite or a camping trip can feel like a second job sometimes. And it's not a fun job, right? For years, and I'm going back 40 years plus of camping, booking a simple campsite has been a chaotic mix of crossing your fingers, getting frustrated, and just dumb luck. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a system. You can even call it, if you can call it that. I don't know what to call it, but at the end of the day, it totally sucked in the past. A relic from a time where before we had all of this internet stuff going on in our pockets. I'm not just talking about one or two bad experiences. This has been a problem that drove campers everywhere absolutely bonkers crazy, okay? And I'm not talking about just one or two bad experiences. I'm talking about a lot, to the point where what should have been the start of an exciting adventure turned into a whole chaotic headache. It's a process so broken that most of us just accepted it and just took it as it was normal. But I'm here to tell you right now, it is not normal. You don't have to put up with it. So let me just paint this picture real quick, shall we? It's Tuesday night. You finally got a free moment, right? Okay. And you're trying to plan a weekend trip, maybe longer road trip, whatever the case may be. You start where we all start, Google, because everybody goes to Google. You type in campgrounds near your destination and are immediately hit with a dozen different options. Each one, new rabbit hole of absolute frustration. So you click on the first link. It's a website that looks like it was designed back in the days of DOS, 1998. Y'all over 40 know what I'm talking about. The photos are tiny and pixelated. The link that says reservations is a flicker of hope because you don't know what rabbit hole you're going down then. You click it, it takes you to a static PDF that shows you this campground map. Okay, what am I looking at? There's no availability calendar, no online booking, just a phone number with a note. Office hours, 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. And I'm like, yo, great. It's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. So you make a mental note and write down on a little, square little sticky note to call back tomorrow on your lunch break, because most of us do work. And hopefully we remember to do it, knowing that you'll probably forget. All right, next. The website looks, a little bit better. But hey, an online booking system? All right, maybe we're doing something. You punch in your dates, your RV length, and then your power needs. You hit search, a little wheel starts turning, and then it spins forever. Only to spit back, no sites available? Come on, really? Your servers are that bad? Are they actually booked? Sold out 6 months? Or maybe a year? Is the system busted? Who knows? There's no wait list. There's no other date suggestions. Just a digital dead end. You keep going down the list. The third is a state park. Now you have to navigate the infamous maze of government-run reservation sites like Reserve America, which ain't bad. It is what it is. And if you've been there, you know it's like playing a game called Spin the Wheel of Disappointment, because you just never know what you're going to get. You find a spot that looks open, you click it, whoops, it's already in somebody else's cart. Then you go back. The map shows it's available again, and then it's this maddening loop that makes you want to chuck your laptop clean across the room. Then, on top of all of that, these systems open up reservations 9 months in advance at the locations campers are online at midnight trying to grab holiday weekends before they've even had a chance to grab your morning coffee. This whole mess is a massive time sink. You burn hours clicking broken websites, trying to read recent maps, and playing phone tag with offices that are only open when you have got to work to pay for that camper and this camping trip. The worst part is the uncertainty of what you're getting. That's the thing. You have no idea if the place is any good if you've never been there. You don't know if the sites are level or if your 40-foot rig will fit in the actual 40-foot spot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're trying to string together a multi-stop trip with patchwork of emails, voicemails, and the whole time you've got that nagging feeling that one of these threads will unravel and leave you boondocking in a Cracker Barrel stranded somewhere. This isn't planning, it's gambling. It's a stressful, insufficient, and deeply flawed way to start your family vacation. Now, some folks might say, oh, that's just part of the adventure, okay? And the reality is, Crazy Keon does not agree with that at all. I could not disagree more. It isn't an adventure. It becomes a chore that actively sucks the joy right out of your camping experience. And let's really poke at these main points, because it's not about being inconvenient. It's about the very real negative impact that it has on our precious time off. Now, think about all of the wasted time, the hours that you spend hunting for a campsite, and those hours you could be spending with your family, prepping your gear, or get this, actually relaxing for once. It's a time suck that eats away at the free time we work so hard for. It's screen time born out of pure desperation, just clicking refresh on a booking page, praying that a site magically opens up. Then there's the stress. The constant uncertainty creates a layer of anxiety that just hangs over top of you. Will I find a spot? Did they get my email? Will they ever call me back? The stress leads to fights. How many of us have ever had to deal with the tense exchange? Did you call the campground? They didn't answer. Well, did you try again? It injects conflicts into what should be fun, shared activity. This broken system also kills any chance of spontaneous. The idea of a last-minute weekend trip, almost laughable. If you get the itch on Thursday to hit the road, the old system makes it nearly impossible. You're stuck either spending hours on the phone, hoping you're gonna get a miracle to come through, or playing a risky game of first come, first served, where you could drive for hours just to be turned away. The very freedom camping is supposed to be about is shackled by this archaic booking process. And maybe the biggest cost is the missed opportunities. How many amazing places have you decided not to visit because planning was just too much of a pain in the aspirin? How many times have you settled for so-called campgrounds that was easy to book instead of ones that you really wanted? You end up compromising on your vacation before the vacation ever begins. The old way forces us to choose based on convenience, not desire. It shrinks our world and it limits our adventures, turning the open road into a narrow path dedicated and dictated to by which campground happens to have a website that works. It isn't a major annoyance, it's a doggone thief that steals our time, our peace of mind, and full potential of our camping trips. So after one particularly soul-crushing attempt to book a multi-state trip, I'm talking spreadsheets, a dozen browser tabs, a notepad full of scribble. I had enough. I had just had it. A friend, someone who I always assumed was a resort-style bougie camper, asked me, why don't you just use the KOA app? And I'll admit, I was skeptical. I had this idea that KOAs were all the same, okay? Same thing I've talked to you about in other episodes. And I figured that their app would just be another piece of junk software. But I was desperate. So I downloaded it. And that was the moment that everything about my camping changed. Opening that app was a revelation. I thought I was reading the Bible and I was talking about the Isle of Patmos. It wasn't just a mobile version of their website. It was a whole new booking universe. It wasn't a tool. It was a whole command center. The first thing I saw was the map. An interactive, intuitive map of North America dotted with those familiar yellow signs. I could zoom in on my route. I could tap a location. I could instantly see everything I needed to know. Let me break down how this app single-handedly fixes every problem we just talked about. The first things first, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week booking. This alone is a game changer. Remember being chained to office hours? Gone. With the app, I can book at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday or 6 a.m. on a Sunday. The power is completely in my hands, on my schedule. Listen, I booked an entire 2-week trip from my couch and the kids were asleep. My son laying across my lap. The peace of mind from that was incredible. Next thing I noticed, the search and filters. This is where the magic really happens with the KOA app. The app lets you filter for exactly what you need. Yes, other sites do that, but this one is purely magical. I needed a pull-through that is at least 55 feet long with 50 amp service. Check, check, check. That's what I needed. I needed a dog park. I needed to make sure that I had a pool for the kids, laundry, Wi-Fi, checked all the boxes. It even lets you look for premium sites with extra space. All the guesswork is gone. You're not just booking a site, you're booking the right site with confirmed amenities every single time. Then you get to the heart of it, the real-time availability. Now, instant confirmation. You don't get that from other sites. When you search, the app tells you immediately what's available. No more spin the wheel of disappointment. You see a site, you tap it, you book it, and you get an instant confirmation that shows up right in the My Stays section. Done. The certainty is breathtaking. But here is where it goes from great booking tool to an essential travel partner. Trip management. The app saves your vehicle and payment information, so booking is now just a few taps. It's not a nightmare or a project. But the best part is managing all of your reservations in one clean list. That multi-state nightmare trip, I found and booked 5 different KOAs along my route in less than 30 minutes. My entire itinerary, complete with the confirmation numbers and details right there in the app. It also ties perfectly with the KOA Rewards program. I can track my points. I can see my discount level. I know exactly how much I've saved for my next stay. It gamifies loyalty in a way that actually feels like you're getting a reward. Even on the road with spotty service, you can pull up a campground info and directions offline. This app isn't just a solution, it's an ultimate solution. It takes that tangled mess of old school booking and replaces it with streamlined, powerful and ridiculously easy system that puts you, the camper, the guy with the money, in complete control. Okay, so I have shown you how the app works, but the title of this video is KOA's app is so good it ruins other campgrounds. That's a bold claim. So let me do this. I'm gonna back it up for you right now. The app is more than just booking. It's the front door to a consistent, high quality, predictable camping ecosystem. And once you experience that, going back to the wild, wild west of independent campgrounds feels like a huge step backwards. After using the KOA app for the last 10 years for most of my trips, the thought of calling a random campground or fighting with clunky websites is just painful. The app set a new standard for me. The ease and the convenience is my new normal. Anything less feels broken. It's like going from a smartphone back to a flip phone. Sure, the flip phone does make calls, but you're painfully aware of every single thing that you are missing. The experience starts with the app, but it's proven when you arrive, because the KOA franchise is a brand that has standards. The sites will be clearly marked. Now, most of them are level, some of them might not be so much. Depends on what you're getting. But I know what I'm getting because of the app. The bathrooms will be clean. The sites will be clearly marked, like we said. The hookups will work, and there will be a camp store for firewood. And every now and then you do forget stuff. That's just the way life is. Their camp store has everything that somebody would forget. That consistency is a massive amount of relief. I'm no longer rolling the dice on whether a campground is going to be a pleasant surprise or an absolute total dump. But it's the service that really seals the deal. The app gets me there, but the people make me want to stay. KOA staff, let me talk about them. They often provide a concierge level service. They don't just say, hey, okay, you're here, you're checked in, there's your site. They often escort you to your site, make sure you get parked and you're set up okay. There's nothing like getting set up and somebody coming to say, hey, everything good? Do you need anything? They are also local experts on what the happenings are around town. I've had KOA staff, matter of fact, I'm gonna give shout out right now, KOA New Orleans, Louisiana. You guys down there, the Dunn family, I love you. Let me tell you, I had the KOA staff give me hand-drawn maps to secret spots in New Orleans and tell me which tourist traps to avoid. It's like having a friendly local guide at every single stop. And there are parks that show that they're really thinking about the camper. One of the coolest is a spot, rain guarantee. Let me tell you about that. The rain guarantee is something that KOA offers through a partner, okay? It's a sensible weather app for a small fee. When you book, if it rains for a certain amount of time while you are camping, you automatically get reimbursed. You get a text and the money is sent. No claims, no hassle. It's incredible. This is why other campgrounds are ruined for me. So this is why other campgrounds are ruined for me. The KO app delivers a seamless booking process that leads to consistent, high-quality on-site experiences with great service and thoughtful perks. It's a whole package. Now, when I look at new non-KOA campgrounds that we've never been to, my mind floods with questions. What will the booking be like? Will the bathroom be clean? Will the site be level? The KOA app has erased all of those questions. It has replaced uncertainty with certainty. The stress, it's gotten rid of it. And now I got some peace of mind. And once you have that, it is really really hard to go back to the old system. And for those who talk about cost, let me tell you something. Whether you want to believe it or not, you just went out and dropped $100,000 on a camping apparatus. Here's the bottom line. If you can drop $100,000 on a camping apparatus, do yourself, your family, and everybody that you're camping with a favor. Choose campsites and campgrounds that are going to be enjoyable for everybody. Take the stress away. You already got to make that payment. Take the stress away from you and make sure that you stay somewhere with some quality, because at the end of the day, you pay for quality. Don't be scared of it. Enjoy it. You deserve it. And now that I've hit on it, let me just go ahead and dive right into it. There are always going to be counter arguments. I can already hear some of you saying, so let's address the elephants in the room. I mean, I'm done. Let's address the elephants. I am not a blind KOA fanboy. There are valid criticisms we need to talk about. The big one we just mentioned, cost. But KOAs are so expensive. You're going to hear that. And you know what? You're not wrong. They are often pricier than state parks and a lot of your independent campgrounds. But here is the deal. A holiday weekend at a popular KOA can definitely make you blink when you see the cost. But for me, and this is a personal calculation, let me just say that from the break, the value is there. I'm paying to eliminate hours upon hours of stressful planning. I am paying for the certainty of a clean, functional site. I don't know about you. My time is worth something. I'm paying for clean showers, the dog park, the pool for the kids, and the helpful staff. For my family, that extra cost is a fair trade for a smooth, guaranteed quality camping experience. The second critique is the cookie cutter argument. Now, some feel like KOAs lack the rustic charm of state parks and the sites are packed too close together. I can tell you all of the ones that I've heard. And again, that can be true. Some KOA journey campgrounds right off the highway are built for convenience, not seclusion. But this is where the app proves its worth again. I can look at the campground map, okay? Take a look at it. I can read the reviews. I can see photos to pick a site on the perimeter or an end spot or something like that. Plus, here's the other thing. KOA has really diversified. You can find everything from basic tent sites to deluxe cabins and unique glamping setups. It's not a one-size-fit-all experience anymore. Finally, some hardcore boondockers. I know a couple. Well, that's not real camping. And you know what? They're right. It's not. And it's not trying to be. KOA serves a different purpose. It's for families on vacation, for RVers who want a reliable stop, for people who want to be near nature, but also want a hot shower and good Wi-Fi. It's about accessibility and comfort. It's a different style of camping. And guess what? It's okay. There is no right or wrong way to do this. The KOA app gives you an advantage to making sure that you get exactly what you want. The KOA app and the campground it serves are designed for a specific traveler. And for that traveler, they have absolutely nailed it. All right, so what's the takeaway here? The KO app is so much more than a booking tool. It's the beautifully designed front door to a complete camping ecosystem that solves the biggest frustrations for most campers. It has swapped the chaos of old school booking for seamless control and predictability. The ability to plan my whole trip with ease, combined with the consistent quality I know I will find when I get there, has totally changed the game for me and my family. It has given me back hours of my time, taken away a huge source of stress, and given me the confidence to be more spontaneous. Yeah, it costs a bit more. And sure, it might not be for everyone, but for me, the value is undeniable. It has set a new standard that other campgrounds just cannot meet. It has, for better or for worse, ruined them for me. Now, I want to know what you think. Have you used KOA app? Do you agree, or am I way off? What's your favorite feature? What's your biggest gripe about KOA? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for more honest camping reviews and tips. Thanks for watching and happy camping. This is Keon, Crazy Keon, and you are hanging with the hazes.